John sighed deeply as he looked around their cozy apartment, now filled with packed boxes. For the past 5 years, this had been their sanctuary, a place brimming with memories of laughter, quiet nights, and milestones. The decision to leave wasn't easy, but it was necessary. He turned to his wife, Emma, who was meticulously labeling the last of their boxes. "Emma," he said gently, "I know this isn't what we envisioned, but it's the right thing to do." Emma paused, her eyes meeting his. They were filled with a mixture of sadness and resolve. "I know, John. Your mom needs us, and helping your sister with the mortgage will take a big weight off her shoulders. This is the best way to support our family." John walked over and took her hand, giving it a reassuring squeeze. "Thank you for understanding. I know it's a big change, but we'll get through it together. We always do." They finished loading the van and took a last lingering look at their apartment before driving to John's mother's house. The ride was filled with quiet contemplation, memories of their life in the apartment playing in their minds. It had been their first home, where they had shared countless moments of joy and even their fair share of challenges. Margaret, John's mother, greeted them with open arms. Her health had been declining, and she needed more assistance with daily tasks. Emma smiled warmly and embraced her. "We're here, Mom," John said, his voice filled with determination. "We'll take care of everything." Margaret's eyes welled up with tears. "Thank you, my dear. I can't tell you how much this means to me." Over the next few weeks, they adjusted to their new routine. Emma managed their apartment's rental, ensuring that the new tenants were comfortable and that the rent would help John's sister Lisa with her mortgage. It was a juggling act, but Emma's organizational skills and tenacity made it possible. John dedicated his time to helping his mother. He took her to doctor's appointments, prepared meals, and ensured she was comfortable. As they spent more time together, their bond grew stronger, and John found a deep sense of fulfillment in caring for her. One evening, as John and Emma sat on the porch, watching the sunset, Emma broke the silence. "You know, John, this change has been hard, but I think it's brought us closer together. We're a stronger family now." John nodded, wrapping his arm around her shoulders. "You're right. It's not what we planned, but sometimes life's unexpected turns lead us to the best places." They sat quietly, the peaceful evening wrapping around them like a comforting blanket. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, they found a new rhythm. John and Emma discovered joy in the little moments, like Margaret's laughter during a game of cards, or the satisfaction of seeing Lisa's relieved smile when they sent her the rental income. The positive impact of their decision became evident. Lisa, freed from the heavy financial burden of her mortgage, was able to focus more on her children and career. Margaret, surrounded by the love and support of her family, regained some of her lost vitality and joy. One afternoon, while sorting through some old photographs, John found a picture of their apartment. He handed it to Emma, who smiled wistfully. "Remember this?" he asked. Emma nodded, her eyes glistening. "Of course, that was our first home. We grew so much there." John sat beside her, looking at the photo. "We did. And now we're growing even more, just in a different way." Emma leaned her head on his shoulder. "I'm proud of us, John. We've made sacrifices, but we've also made a difference." John kissed her forehead. "I'm proud of us too, Emma. We've proven that we can face anything together." Years passed, and their new home with Margaret became a place of warmth and love. The challenges they faced only strengthened their bond, and they created new memories that would last a lifetime. John and Emma learned that home is not just a place, but the people you share it with. In that sense, they were truly home. The decision to move in with Margaret and rent out their apartment had been difficult, but it brought their family closer and allowed them to support each other in ways they never imagined. It was a new beginning, filled with unexpected blessings and a deeper understanding of what it meant to be a family. As they sat together on the porch, watching another sunset, they knew they had made the right choice. Together, they could face anything, and that was all that mattered. Margaret's health fluctuated, but with John and Emma by her side, she always had a reason to smile. They celebrated holidays, birthdays, and simple everyday moments together. Each day, they forged new memories and strengthened their family bonds. Lisa, who had been under immense stress, found solace and relief knowing her financial situation was manageable. She could focus on her children and work without the constant worry of losing her home. She often visited, bringing her kids to spend time with their grandmother, uncle, and aunt. These visits filled the house with youthful energy and joy. One summer afternoon, while Emma was tending to the garden and John was reading to Margaret, Lisa arrived with a surprise. She carried a small box, a knowing smile on her face. As the family gathered on the porch, she handed the box to John and Emma. "Open it," she urged, excitement in her voice. Inside the box was a framed photo of the whole family, taken during a recent gathering. Below the photo was a simple yet profound inscription: "Family, where life begins and love never ends." Tears welled up in Emma's eyes as she looked at the photo. John's voice was thick with emotion as he said, "This is beautiful, Lisa. Thank you." Lisa smiled. "Thank you both. I couldn't have done it without your support. This is our family, and I'm so grateful for everything." As they hugged, John realized how much they had all grown. The journey they had embarked on, though challenging, had led them to a place of deeper connection and mutual support. They had discovered the true meaning of family and what it meant to be there for each other. In the years that followed, their bonds only grew stronger. Margaret's health eventually declined, but she passed away peacefully, surrounded by her loving family. John and Emma continued to live in her house, keeping her memory alive in every corner. The lessons they learned during their time with her stayed with them forever. Their story was one of love, sacrifice, and the unbreakable bonds of family. They faced life's challenges together, knowing that as long as they had each other, they could overcome anything. And as they watched another sunset, hand in hand, they knew they were exactly where they were meant to be. Together, as a family, in a home filled with love. In a new beginning, John and Emma face a pivotal decision to leave their cherished apartment and move in with John's ailing mother to support family needs. As they navigate the challenges of adjusting to a new living arrangement and managing unexpected responsibilities, they discover the true meaning of family, resilience, and the enduring bonds that strengthen them through life's twists and turns. Through moments of sacrifice, growth, and love, they forge a path that leads them to a deeper understanding of what it means to create a home and support each other, no matter the obstacles they face.